Lee Marvin, Marvin Hagler, Marvin Gaye, Marvin Hamlish, oh my god, but the best Marvin of all is Starvin Marvin, I bet, and it's here in Gaithersburg, Maryland, and I am here for Pizza Night, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, the BRE, the man in the backwards hat, Brandon, from the SAS, the Snack Food Appreciation Society, coming at you once again for another exciting edition of Pizza Night. This time on a Saturday night. We are back after a little bit of a hiatus here, and we have lots of pizza action coming up for you from the Maryland area. I'll be right back right after this to go nostalgic, but with a new twist right after this. Never fear, Pizza Night is finally once again here for Saturday night special, that's right. September the 1st, Rabbit, 2018, and I am at Starvin Marvin, which is in the Duval Center. Is it Robert Duvall? Is it Shelley Duvall? I don't know. Which one is it, guys? I'm not really sure. North Frederick Avenue, Gaithersburg, Maryland. One town down from where I'm living now. And this Duval Center is pretty interesting. It's got an international bakery, but more importantly and interestingly enough also, it's got a place called Holy Crepes Cafe. Holy Crepes, Batman. That is interesting too. I might have to look at that for an OTR at some point. Hair salon, jeweler, and Starvin Marvin. I was across the street at the vitamin shop the other day, and I noticed this. And I noticed this because there was a place called Starvin Marvin in my hometown of Alexandria 20, 30 years ago. Now, I asked the fellows within here, and he could only confirm that other people, and recently even, have asked him the same thing, but he could not necessarily confirm that that was the case. But this location has been open since apparently 1982, and they, specialize in pizza and subs, and they've got a hell of a menu, guys. All kinds of pizzas. I was looking at them here, and they've got something called the Mr. J that has steak, french fries, Monterey Jack, cheddar and mozzarella cheese with ranch on it. That sounds crazy, and I think I might get that at some point, but you know where I'm starting here with the pepperoni lovers, which is double pepperoni and extra cheese. I got the large, which is $16.95, and with tax it was about $17.95 or so. They've got tons and tons of different types of subs. I mean, look at this lineup here, guys. Lots of interesting stuff here. You could pause at any point if you want to read any of that. They've also got monster subs: Steak Monster, Steakzilla, Steakenstein, Steakometer, Steak Kong, Steak Rooster, Chicken Beast, and Brontosaurus Burger. Oh, wow. I want to try that Brontosaurus Burger. Has lettuce, tomato, onion, whatever. But it's also got 5 beef patties topped with your choice of mozzarella sticks, onion rings, and french fries. Holy crap. More subs, quesadillas, kids' meal, pastas, burgers, and more. But we're here to talk about pizza because Pizza Night is back. Let's check out what I got. The pepperoni lovers. Huh? Okay, well, it looks like it has extra cheese on it. It looks like it has pepperoni on it. I can't tell necessarily how much because some of it appears to be buried in the cheese, but it's supposed to be extra. Also, extra grease there, but that's okay. I like greasy pizza. I really, really do. So no big deal there. This is a 14-inch. They have an extra large that's 16-inch, kind of like Papa John's. Let me see if I can't dislodge the 420 slice without making a huge mess, and I'll show it to you. Alright, there we go. As you can see, lots of cheese pulling away there. This thing's ultra hot. I just got it out, so I'm not going to even try to lift that yet, guys. But as you can see, tons of cheese pulled off of that thing. Nice stretch and so forth. And but look at all that grease underneath there, guys. Oof. I might have to do the Carl Clyburn napkin trick here, guys. I think I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back right after this to taste this pizza. Let you know what I think about it and more from Starvin Marvin on Pizza Night, Saturday night. All right, gang, back on this first big pizza night in a long, long time. I'm going to go ahead and pull up this slice that I pulled out before. It's still blazing hot, guys, even after I ran the air conditioner on it and everything. Show it to you next to my noggin the way I always do as that cheese runs down my finger. Ow! There's a lot of cheese on this bad boy, I'll tell you that much right now. Still also a lot of grease, but I can forgive that if this pizza is ultra good and yummy, and I'm going to find out right now with my first bite. I neglected to get anything to drink, boo on me, but ladies and gentlemen, I like the taste and texture of this pizza. The crust itself is a very thin crust on the bottom part, regardless of the little bit of poof on the outside. And because of that, you get a very, very floppy pizza. But that's kind of how I really like my pizza, is thin and floppy rather than thin and crispy, you know what I mean? Also, the sauce has a zest to it that I'm really, really digging right now, guys. Building this thing from the bottom to the top, by the way, as we always do. I got people parking on either side of me right now. That's always a fun proposition for you right there. And, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the cheese. The copious, generous amounts of cheese on this thing really, really get me going. It's got a good sort of feet kind of thing going on, kind of a funk, you know what I'm saying, with the taste. I love that on a pizza. Got a good saltiness to it too, which not everybody gets right, but this is really, really good. The pepperonis, now they're suffering a little bit from being buried in the cheese, kind of Papa John style there. With as well done as this pizza is with the browning on the pizza itself, yeah, you know, basically I would expect the pepperonis to be browned around the edges and a little bit crispy, but they're not. They're just kind of flat and flaccid, but they have a good flavor and a little bit of a zing to them too. I can't discount them too much for that, guys. A little too greasy. Yes, a little too greasy. And I guess that's just from the copious amounts of cheese and pepperoni that are on this thing. They just both tend to sweat tons of grease, and the result is what you have here, especially because it's molten hot right now still, regardless of the fact that I've sat here for 10 minutes with the air conditioner on before trying to commence this review. Speaking of this review, I'm going to encapsulate it with a rating of 3/4 thumbs up. You know, it could be a 100% full thumbs up pizza with a little bit less grease and a little bit more leather to the pepperoni, I would say. All right, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Starvin Marvin, like I said, is a little bit nostalgic because back in the 80s, there used to be a place called Starvin Marvin in Alexandria that closed many years ago, 20 to 30 years ago. And Tony, Terminator Tony, my sometime Tuesday tag team partner, he loved the place. I don't remember much about it other than the fact that it existed, but I do know that we delivered a television or two to the former proprietors of that particular one. So I'm not thinking this is necessarily connected, but maybe it is. If you know for sure, let me know in the comments down below. Also, as for why there's been no pizza night, guys, I told you I was moving. Got a lot of things going on in my life. Everything has changed over the past year, so sometimes things gotta go to the wayside because of that. Also, I got really tired of pizza, guys. It was becoming kind of monotonous, so having a good month-long break, mostly from pizza. I think I might have had pizza once, maybe twice in that month, but not for review, just to enjoy. Yeah, you know, not having pizza every week, you know, on demand was a little bit of a break. That made me want to eat this pizza, and I'm very glad that I did. Thanks for hanging in there, everybody who has. I'm sorry I haven't been around all the time. OTR's back up and running. Check out Patreon because we got exclusive content on there now. OTR The Extra Mile after every OTR, my special brand new weekly vlog where I talk about pretty much everything, including my dad's current fight with cancer and the adventures of the 3 crazy stepsister kitties and all kinds of things like that, you know. And you might have actually found out that Pizza Night was coming back today had you been a patron. So check that out in the link down below. Also down there you have a link to our Facebook group which you can join by clicking on the other link, and then you become instantly one of the coolest people in the whole world. Also, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Brandon Reich SAS. When you do that, make sure you use the handy hashtag SnackSociety. That way I know what you're eating and you know what I'm eating too. Some kind of dragonfly flying around out there, guys. It's getting scary. Might blow some fire at me. So, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ring that bell to be notified. In the meantime, in between time, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.